Ghost X Listener. He'd gotten so good at this. Weeks of careful timing, quiet glances across the briefing room, and hands that only brushed when no one was looking. Ghost never said much about it. He didn't really need to. The way he lingered near your locker a second longer than necessary. The way his voice dropped just for you when he asked if you'd eaten. The way sometimes he pressed his forehead to yours in his dark room and just breathed. That was enough. The secrecy had become its own quiet language. He shared a look across the mess hall. The way he always somehow ended up walking the same corridor as you after late debriefs. The soft press of his gloved fingers against yours under the table during strategy meetings gone before anybody could notice them. Today, he was supposed to be ordinary, just a regular day. You were standing near the armory table with Soap and Gaz, half listening to Soap complain about the new ration packs tasting like sad cardboard and regret. When Ghost walked past you, he'd been quiet all morning, helmet on, shoulders set in that way they always were, like he was thinking about something else. You felt the brief warmth of him at your back, that solid presence that always made something in your chest settle. And then, without thinking, a gloved hand settled across low on your hip, and then gave a firm, casual pat right across the curve of your bottom. Exactly the way he'd done it last night, when you had been half asleep against him, murmuring something about how you should get some rest before you left. Up. It lasted maybe a second, but then the air changed, because you weren't alone this time. He had accidentally just done it in front of the crew. The crew who didn't know you were dating, mind you. Soap's mouth stopped mid-sentence. The spoon he'd been gesturing with froze in the air. Gaz's eyebrows climbed so high they nearly lifted his face. Price, who had been walking in with a mug of tea and a stack of reports under one arm, froze like someone had hit him. Even the low hum of conversation from the other side of the room seemed to dip for a moment. You felt Ghost completely still behind you. He turned slowly. He was staring at his own hand like it had personally betrayed him. The black skull mask gave nothing away, but the tiny shift of his weight, the way his shoulders squared a fraction too late, almost impeccable, but tilt of his head told you everything. He'd done it on pure instinct, muscle memory, from every quiet night you'd spent together. The same easy, possessive little touch that he only ever used when the door was locked and nobody else existed. The kind of touch that said "my" without a single word. Soap recovered first. "Well," he said, voice bright with pure, unfiltered delight. "Well, that's news, man." Ghost's head tilted slightly. Soap. No, don't ruin it. Soap held up his hands, grinning like Christmas had come very early, and Santa had personally just delivered him the best present imaginable. "I'm just saying, very natural, very domestic. You guys have been doing that for weeks." "Oh, wait." Gaz made a quiet sound that might have been a laugh, but quickly disguised it as a cough. "May, you just..." in front of everyone and everything. "I know, I did," Gus muttered, blew slow and rough onto the mask. Price chuckled, looking at the rest of the team. But he didn't say anything yet. But he did take a long sip of his tea, eyes moving between the two of you with a calm of a man who seemed worst and was mostly just tired. The reports under his arm shifted as he leaned against the nearest table. So, how long? You opened your mouth, closed it, then Ghost's club fingers flexed one to the side, then settled. You could almost feel the calculations happening behind his mask. You opened your mouth. A few weeks, you admitted, voice quieter than you meant to. Soap actually clapped. The sound echoed a little too loud in the sudden quiet. I bloody knew it. The lingering, the I'm walking you to the barracks for safety nonsense every single night. The way he goes quiet whenever someone mentions your name, like he's absolutely trying not to smile into that bloody mask. Absolute soft under all that. Ghost's voice was low and flat. Soap, shut up. Not a chance, LT. Soap was already pulling up his phone, looking new to photographic evidence of this historic moment. Thumbs flying across the screen. This is the best day of my life. I'm telling everyone. I'm telling Lansbo. I'm telling my mom, he said sarcastically. Just a massive ghost. Gaz leaned sideways towards you, stage whispering for loud enough for Ghost to hear. For the record, I had my money in the other 2 weeks before he slipped. Soap said it'd be sooner. Looks like he wins. You groaned as well as Ghost. But, I mean, it actually kind of felt nice for them to know. It was like your secret was just finally out there. I mean, it was. And you could kind of just live. Ghost's thumb brushed against her spine, deliberate and small. You're right, he asked. And it was soft enough for only you to hear. You nodded, feeling the corner of your mouth lift despite yourself. Yeah, I'm right. For the first time in weeks, he didn't pull away when someone might see.